pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go from Lumen Field. Here's Derink Young to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold off the play action. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Play fake, Darnold. Buys time, rolling right.
Sam Darnold.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. With a quick pass out wide. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's good.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Handoff running left. Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion. Darnold looking to throw. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 2.
Bend.
Brings up
Bend.
3rd down and
Even
8.
good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Myers' kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Running back motions right. From the gun is Purdy. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lofts it deep right side. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. 3rd down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. Blitz coming for Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Escapes a defender. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10 from the 32. Purdy on the play action. He tucks it and takes off. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Now Purdy. Forced that to his right. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Third and long, they're gonna throw. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pull ahead 6-3 in the first.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You could just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. Now run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-3 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got a first to begin the fray. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Smith-Njigba there to grab it. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
You know disc golfers, Kate? Yeah, I'll go to disc golfers. They sometimes give the basket a hug if an errant putt hits but still goes in. You may want to go give the goalpost a hug after this game. It took a friendly redirect off the upright to make that field goal good.
Things trimmed back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Coverage Seahawks team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
And it's a good one to catch outright. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying to throw this from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. This certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation, but even more, better execution.
Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Purdy looking to throw. We'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Well, Kate, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going run again with McCaffrey. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play. They'll air it out on third. That's brought in by Jennings. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Robinson. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun is Purdy. Throw is caught.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here, 3rd and goal. Here's Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Piniero's kick is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a gain of 4 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. Completes it again to Smith-Njigba. And they get this down to the 28. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They are throwing it again. They'll set up the screen. It's Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Blitz coming. Darnold. Quick slant. Caught by Shaheed. He's brought down a little short. No. Actually, they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this third down play. To throw, here's Darnold. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. A 27-yard look here. Myers' kick is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Jason Myers.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Jukes away from one. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. Fights his way through a tackle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw by Purdy. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap again to Robinson. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play fake, Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Putting a receiver in motion. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Darnold. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive to McCaffrey. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. And they only get one of those 5 yards back on first down, so they've got 2nd and 14.
Taken down by a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 14-yard line.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun is Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Taken in by Shaheed. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Looking was fullback now. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down from the 42. Now here he goes on the boot. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Design bootleg here. A throw right side, finds Cup. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. And again, it's Darnold. Finds Cup once more. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. New set of downs for him from the 31. Walker on first down. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Darnold. Barner's got it, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Offense is set, 1st and 10. The give now to Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
At the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's a design boot. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Darnold. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
A 28-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Niners
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Window to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Jump off caught by his back. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Brock, as this is out at least a few yards behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to run for it. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's all the way up to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So 1st down from the 41. On the counter, McCaffrey dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure coming. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Finds the football outside. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Never eat shredded wheat. North, east, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go, ball at the 44. With a quick pass out wide. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To the ground with Walker. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We've set it downs from the 37. Play fake, Darnold. He's got Shaheen. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on a screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't. Mike McDonald not liking what he saw. The challenge flags hit the field.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Barner with the grab. And he's only able to manage 1 yard, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here he is to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Their hand is forced here. They've got to get this. They're down 5. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Connection made to Shaheen. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Setting up to pass. He just throws this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks jump in front late. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Sending them up the middle. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
18.
Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
At the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake. Purdy finds his fullback. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a 49er first down.
New set of downs from 37. To throw again, it's Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
The 33-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. To the air again, Purdy. Looking slant route, complete. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Got him on the sideline. Bourne brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop that clock. So they could still win it with a field goal or a touchdown, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Zone read, the gift to McCaffrey. And the stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Looking to throw, Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4.
18.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Darnold to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.